Hey, I have a question. How are we, affording life right now?
This is how cold it is in my flat right now. Can you see? I can actually see my breath. It's gonna be a long winter.
Writers, actors, UPS workers, everybody going on strike.
I have come to the realization that they just not paying nobody.
The government literally announces that aliens exist and nobody is phased.
That is literally because nobody is getting paid enough to care to come here. At this point, we're tired of living through historical events like every other week, right? Rent too high, groceries too expensive, gas way too pricey, right? It is like the fourth day in a row where it's been 110 degrees. The alien thing is like on the back of the list.
I get up every morning at 4:30. I let my dog out, feed him, get him situated, play with him for a little bit. 5 o'clock, I start getting ready for work. Get ready for work, I'm out the door by 6. Sometimes I stop for breakfast, sometimes I don't because I make it at home. I get here, my shift starts at 7 in the morning. I work from 7 to 4. Leave for the day, take me about 45 minutes to an hour to get home because of traffic. I do this every day for 5 days a week just to get a damn paycheck that leaves as soon as it hits my account. All this to say, I got a job. Don't get me wrong. My dude, he works sometimes 12-hour days. He come home, he hurting, he sore, he tired. I'm hurting, I'm mentally tired from dealing with people all damn day and their attitudes. Y'all, I am stressed the out. And what's crazy is that this paycheck barely even helps. Barely. I shouldn't have to feel guilty because I want a new pair of scrubs. Or me and my dude want to go out for a nice dinner because we deserve it because we work hard. I don't drive a $100,000 car. I drive a regular ass fucking Jeep. He drives a regular damn SUV too. I don't wear Jordans. I don't do all that shit. I live a very simple life. The only splurge I have is getting my nails and my feet done here. I just started YouTubing how to do my own damn hair. I shouldn't have to feel guilty because I want to do something for myself. Y'all, I'm so stressed out. I need to clock in at 7 o'clock, which is literally in 2 minutes. And I'm at work. I just don't want to go in this bitch. Like, I'm sick of coming here out for me to get a paycheck that barely even, it barely even helps. It seems like the only motherfuckers that's happy is the damn crackheads and the millionaires and millionaires. The working class people stressed the out, hair falling out. They can't even go to the damn doctor to check on themselves because they jobs is full of shit. Hell, jobs don't even want to let you out for a damn vacation. Y'all, I'm stressed the fuck out. Like, at this point, like, what's the point? Just to say that I got a damn job?
So how much more is going to have to happen for all of us to decide collectively to just start striking? Like, what else is going to have to happen before we all get together and decide we not taking it no more? Because I'm waiting for everybody to decide to quit their jobs. They can't punish all of us. They're going to have to do something. If we all just stop working, we all stop paying rent, they can't put everybody out. So when is enough? Tell me. Because I've been ready to quit. Okay? I'm ready whenever y'all are. The current state of the world, it can't be sustained like this for too much longer. It's not possible. The rioting, the striking, the hottest summer ever, the sea animals are revolting, the aliens, it's the series finale, guys. It's about to be done anyways. We might as well go out with a bang and quit paying all this rent and do some traveling, see some sights that we ain't never seen before. Honestly, I think it's time, guys. I think it's time.
Here's the short version. We went to the same Costco in the same town in Southern Oregon and bought all the same stuff as we did 8 years ago, as I did 8 years ago. Back in 2015, This cart of food cost $139.76. That's a lot of food. That's a full shopping cart of food. It's all mostly healthy, because that's how I used to eat 8 years ago. And in 2023, at roughly the same time of year, summertime, this cart of food costs $171.26. Jason, my buddy, Jason, he just did the math on that, and that's...
Tried to do it here.
Tell us, what was it?
It was about 23%.
23% food increase.
Yeah.
Is that a lot? Is that significant? I think it's pretty significant.
I didn't get a 23% increase in pay. I don't need to raise my prices.
In the last 8 years?
Yeah. No.
I am so tired of feeling helpless as a parent. Yes, my kids are grown adults. My oldest is 28, my youngest is 25. And I thought by teaching them what I learned, which is you work hard, you get a good job, you're going to get the things in life that you need, right? Worked for me. Why wouldn't it work for them? Because it doesn't. Because the world has fucking changed, all right? And now I feel like I see them struggling. And before my generation comes at me, yes, I understand struggling is a part of life. We all struggled. But there's a difference between struggling and drowning, all right? So we struggled and it was tough. But you know what? We made it. We knew there was a light at the end of the tunnel with our struggle. It seems like kids today, no matter how much they struggle, they just get further and further down the water into the drowning point, all right? When I was their age, I was making less than $10 an hour. And I can afford to live on my own. Now you have to be making six-figure salary to get a decent, tiny little place to live. So what the fuck is going on and how do we help them as parents? I told my son, all you have to do is work hard, go to college or join the military like I did. He went to college, got his degree, got a full-time job. He moved back in with me right when he graduated from college because he said, hey, Mom, as soon as I get a job, which was within 2 weeks of him getting out of college, maybe take me 2 months and I'll save up enough money for me to move out. Okay, cool. It's been 10 months. He has saved almost every dime and still can't afford to live. Why are one-bedroom studio apartments almost $2,000 a month? Why? Like, I just don't get it. So I don't even think that there's even classes anymore. There used to be, upper class, middle class, lower class. It's literally turning into the ultra wealthy and then everybody else is just poor. Like, that's what is happening. And then I told him, hey, when you turn 25, at least your car insurance will go down. Hell no, he turned 25 and his car insurance went up $150. I tell him, if you need health insurance, get a good job. He has health insurance. He has had a medical emergency this week. Had to go to emergency room twice. He had to go to the emergency room because he couldn't get anybody to see him with the health insurance that he had. Right? So he had to go to an emergency room. Now he's out money for that too. It seems like you can never get ahead. And then my daughter, I told her all you have to do because she wanted to buy her own house. My daughter worked 6 days a week, 12 hours a day to save up enough for this down payment. Finally got this house. She's paid double what I'm paying for my mortgage, but her loan was the same amount. And then her mortgage company, after she's already moved in, said, oh, by the way, we forgot to tell you that you need this type of coverage, which we forgot in the beginning. That's an extra $200 you've been paying a month. And all they see when they come home is they watch social media, kids their age, on lavish vacations with all this money and nothing to do, all these social media influencers, because we value those types of things over hard workers. We will pay them $10,000, but you work 40 hours a week, you can't afford it.
Hi, I'm a disillusioned millennial who grew up believing in the American dream, only to have it stolen from me by inflation. I thought I would have a house at this stage of my life. Instead, I'm watching memes about how the government discovered aliens. To be honest with you, I don't even care. Why? Because this stupid news isn't gonna help me buy a house. I digress. After sitting camera off through a bunch of meetings at work, I decided to take a quick Target break to make myself feel better. I went to Target to make myself feel better, but it only made me feel worse. Why? Because I ended up spending $70 on toothpaste, mouthwash, eggs, and leave-in conditioner. Just another reminder of why I can't buy a house. I decide to end the day binge watching Succession to disassociate from my miserable life. And forget the fact that I still owe Biden my student loans.
Can you please lower the prices of food or make it easier to access?
Absolutely not.
What's really crazy about this is that I was talking to somebody who works at Walmart a few days ago. My friend told me that they have seen way more people stealing in the past month than they've seen in the whole 3 years that they've worked at Walmart. And I said, what do you guys do when they steal? And they said, we turn our backs because legally they can't do anything, but also because she doesn't fucking care. She sees how much fucking food is. She's not judging them, so she just doesn't say anything. And honestly, I don't judge them either. Like, I'm not even surprised that people are stealing food at this point. People are literally starving out there. The only way we're making it is by couponing. So I'm not surprised that people are stealing food. And honestly, it's only going to get worse. If something isn't done about these corporations and their price gouging and calling it inflation, things are just literally going to continue to get worse. And people will continue to steal.
We are the closest we have ever been as a global collective to waking the fuck up. I'm just saying, it is the world's shortest walk from, damn, living and breathing and existing is so fucking expensive to, wait, there's aliens and we're down here dying for fake money? All I'm saying is proof, or even talk about proof of life from other worlds, should snap us out of our myopia. It should put the universe in existence and truly everything into question. We are down here suffering as a species over shit that we made up. We have never had such a brilliant opportunity to finally, for fucking once, band the fuck together and come up with solutions. I, for one, plan to take up woodworking so I can start building guillotines. I just don't have the workspace right now.
Hey, I have a question. How are we, like, affording life right now? So, for reference, I'm in my mid-30s. I'm a millennial. I have 3 young kids. Both my husband and I have full-time jobs. So I'm a night shift nurse. I work full-time and I work overtime. I've gotten pretty used to that. I work incentivized shifts when my hours are getting cut at work because they don't need all the extra anymore. And so we're going through our budget because it's been quite tight. My husband also has a very decent paying job, makes almost as much as I do on the hour, not quite, but almost. And we're not going to, without me working overtime or working extra, like with me just working my normal hours, we're not sure that we're going to be able to make it. Like, somebody's going to have to pick up a second job, or we're going to have to do something. The house that we bought is, like, we don't live in an expensive area. We live in the Midwest. We bought this house in 2017. It's not anything extravagant. Our kids go to public school. We drive old cars. Like, we don't have student loans. We don't have excessive debt. Like how are we doing this right now? How are we, like our grocery bill is insane, and we don't even buy, we just buy to get us through week to week. Like, not even crazy stuff. Like, what? How are you guys doing this? How are we doing it? Because I'm not going to be able to. And I know how much I make, and I know how much my husband makes. And I used to think that was really, really good money. So how are people surviving on less than what we're making? And I used to think that was like a lot of money. Like, we're in the 6-figure range combined. And we're like barely, like I said, we're barely cutting it. And we're not extravagant people. Like, we don't have like recreational vehicles or anything. We don't go on vacations, nothing. How are you doing this?
To the government right now. I will not forget the winter where I have had to wear 3 sets of pajamas in bed and cuddle up under 2 duvets. As a future voter, I will not be forgetting it.
They just not paying nobody. And when I say nobody, I mean nobody, no worker is actually getting what they are worth and what their contribution to their company is. These major companies, these corporations, these industries, these institutions, they make all of this money. I mean, an unfathomable amount. And they just hoard it. They keep it to themselves.
Writers, actors, UPS workers, everybody going on strike, and I love to see it. Do you know why? because labor strikes are the best example that we have of the fact that this country is built off of slavery. And if you've never thought about it that way before, it's okay, it's not your fault. In 1860, enslaved people in the United States produced 2 billion pounds of cotton. Billion with a B. Remember, by 1860, there were 4 million enslaved people in the United States. That's more people working for free than are currently working for Walmart, Amazon, and McDonald's combined. And the inhumane conditions in which you are expected to work right now are because of that. We are not taught about the first labor strikes in this country. Indigenous people just refusing to work as slaves or in exchange for unfair treaty agreements because they had the advantage of knowing how to survive in the climate and terrain of North America. You're not taught about the enslaved people who burned crops, who purposefully worked slower, who broke machines, who ran away into the forest, not permanently, but just long enough to stop production on the plantation, or the ones who just walked away to join the Union Army. This country, in its current form, can only survive if as many people as possible are working themselves to the bone in bare minimum conditions for as close to free as possible. So yeah, don't cross the picket line. Keep striking. Strike, strike, strike. I love it.
Yo, what the f*** are we doing here, man? What the f*** is going on? I just left the supermarket and drove past a whole ass homeless family on the... Yo, what the f***, man? Like, why is it that I can take the last $50 out of my bank account? Why do I only have $50 left? Oh, because I went to college. That's why. Why can I take the last money out of my goddamn bank account and you fucking millionaires, you just sit here and you watch everybody suffer? All you selfish ass celebrities, all you bullshit ass billionaires, all of you. I wish I would buy another concert ticket. Brad Pitt out here making skin cream. Build an apartment building, you selfish mother. What is going on? What is it gonna take for us to stop being absolute monsters to each other and do something?